Good evening, friends. Welcome back. We're back for some more Deckers. I was going to play Men Nefer. I've actually pushed Men Nefer about 3 times now. Usually, probably an indication that it's not firing me up. So maybe we'll be changing that off the list. It's going to be an exciting week of deliveries for the BigDenoPlays this week. That's me, by the way. Many years ago, I played I played FIFA on PlayStation against one of my friends, and we called myself Danielson, like the Brazilian soccer player. So anyway, that's it. Yeah. So the BigDenoPlays got a few games coming this week. We've got Voidfall, which is the first game that I've ever repurchased. I'm not proud of that fact, but yeah, I think we'll see. It's probably a good time to have a copy of it. If it doesn't end up staying for a second time, that'll be the last time for sure. But I've picked up the new expansions in the current Kickstarter, so looking forward to getting it on the table. The reason I rebought it, I've never played it with a group. I've only ever played it solo, and I think I'd like to experience it in a multiplayer setting before I cast judgment on what that game is. You know, the games that I keep in my collection have to be a criteria of excellent at solo or excellent in a multiplayer. And I do class Voidfall as excellent solo. However, the app. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see if that one works for me as a multiplayer. I don't know when I'll get a chance to play it though. It's a tough sell. It's a 50 million hour teach. The second one we've got coming this week is a game called Mistfall, Heart of the Mists. I was speaking to Joe Clipful in the Mythfield Games chat that I'm in. Mistfall was an inspiration behind Radiance, I think, and some other games. And I've never played it. And so I looked into it a little bit. It looks heavy and complex. I'm in. Sign me up. So it's on the way, and I have to learn it. I don't actually know anything about it, but I found it for a very good price. Yeah, so that one's coming soon. And then the third one, which is also just outrageous. I had a good week this week, by the way. Just buying everything. Because I've got Halls of Hegra over there too. A game called Europa Universalis. I've been looking up this game for about, I don't know, a month's time, and every time I think to myself, yeah, I'll buy it, I go, why, Deno? You're never going to play it. It's like TI, but if you're going to play with your mates in a big expansive game that goes for a day, just play TI. I don't know. I keep coming back to it. I'd like to be more involved in historical sort of games, and you know, I love history. So yeah, the bot looks ridiculous to run. There's a couple of scenarios you can play solo. It looks crazy. I don't know. This might just be in one day and out about a week later. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Yeah, so the 3 of those will arrive this week. Voidfall will probably be the first one to get played because it's just easy for me to play it. It'll be great to table it on the table. I haven't played on the table in a long time. I much prefer playing on the table, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, really hopeful that I can play at least a 2-player game at some point soon, because it is one of the greats. Now, we are about to play some Deckers, however, I haven't chosen my character. I thought it might be cool today, so I've played 12 games or something of Deckers we looked at last night. Love it. Probably in contention for my game of the year. Early doors though, it is only March. But we haven't played on fragmented servers, so this is fragmented servers. So these are on the reverse side of the normal coloured. And yeah, so there's terminology in the game which talks about server tiles, and then there's terminology in the game that talks about servers. So, oh, this one's upside down. Oh, that's a shame. We can't have exactly as neat as it was. Oh well. Anyway, so this is our fragmented servers. Maybe we go like this and like this. Yeah, that looks cooler. All right, so this will be a nice challenge for us. So we have two things to contend with. The first is, which do you wish was cheaper, a Voidfall, Europa Universalis, or Deckers? Because Voidfall is certainly expensive, and it was a tough. I had to convince myself that it was the right decision because I sold it initially. But I think, so when I sold it, I was high on the game, and I just thought, I'm just going to play the app forever, and it's going to be great. And then, yeah, the more I played it on the app, the more I realised, yeah, this is just such an incredible game. I wish I didn't sell it, but at the same time, the app is really, really good. Deckers is a very small box. Yeah, I'm not sure how much it is. It's about, I think I paid about $80 for it, $70 for it, Australian. Mate, I'll tell you what, the amount of content you get in that package is pretty awesome. So, anyway, so I haven't played Purple. So Purple Deckers yet to be played. However, I'm not going to play a Purple one tonight because I think the fragmented servers is going to be enough complexity. So I think we'll just roll. So we'll split it into two. This will be 1 to 3, and this will be 4 to 6. So 1 to 3, 4 to 6. So we're going to take a red or a blue, and then we'll go again 1 to 3, 4 to 6. So we're playing blue, and then we'll go 1 to 3, 4 to 6. Okay, so we're playing Heady Magnetic. So she's a blue decker. So I'll grab out my blue box. Of all of the characters I played, Hetty is my least favourite. So, bully for me. The card quality is excellent, Gerard. The card quality is very, very good. So, I haven't sleeved it. It's funny, you know, the reason I didn't sleeve it is I actually thought to myself, that's pretty inexpensive. If I get to a point where the cards are so damaged that I want to replace the cards, I'll just replace the box. But so far, I've played 12 games and I can't see any damage on the cards at all. They're just really nice, solid, firm cards with a nice texture. I like it, linen finish, I think it is. So we're going to play Viking. So this is Viking. So Viking has, I think I played Viking before. So yeah, we've gone for a 2.1 upgrade. So what's happening in a 2.1 upgrade? In copper cycles, we're spawning an extra guy, so that sucks. And then we spawn on the same server. Okay, and that's the same server, not server tile. That's important. Cool to know. And gold are placed as that, so that's already happening. And we add a random mother's ghost. And this guy says, anytime we place, yep, okay. Perfect. So this should be fun. And I've made my way through all of these now. So we're doing 1, 2 copper objectives. We're doing 1 silver objective. We're doing 1 gold objective. Yeah. Oh, mirror map, that's a tricky one. And last of all, we're going to do a mother's ghost. So, let's look at these in order. Oh, I don't think I've set up my card thing. Stand by. I gotta set this up. I'll just do it live while we're here. Card display, properties, configure video, camera control, bap, 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 bap. Okay, yeah, that's pretty close. All right, so have 1 green on at least 2 different spaces on each decker's home server. So our home server is blue, not server tile. Okay, that's manageable. Have at least 3 of each deck as starting type. Okay. I hate that one. Knowledge is the price of freedom. But one big advantage for that one is that we are going to have blue programs on the server already. Okay, that's fine. Spaces 2 and 3 must contain exactly 1 of each. Fine. So Hetty can move sparks as well. That's going to be challenging for this particular guy. Cool, have an identical configuration across 2 servers. So it must be on blue. This will be such a great challenge with the fragmented servers. I can't wait. And we're playing against Shell Shock. Okay, cool. This should be amazing. All right, I'll do that so we can see it. Okay, I have been shuffling this already, but I'll just give it one more shuffle. All right, what is our upgrade area to start with? Neural Splash, nice. Ooh, read request intercept. Ah, another Neural Splash. Okay, Deception Spike is very good. Deception Spike is excellent, actually. This is good for Hotwire, now that I think on it. Let's set up the server. So place 1 spark on each space 2 and each space 4. So 2, 4, 2, 4. 4, 2, 4, 2. Oop. This is such a cool, different prospect already. And then on open space 5s, we need to place 2. Yeah, so already my decision to spread the map out like this has backfired. This was just because it looked cool. So not open space 5, not open space 5, yes, open space 5. All right, so Viking, just to reiterate, during the spawn step, it goes on the same space. Hetty's starting server is here. I have 4 blue programs plus my 1 starting blue program. So that's nice. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we skip the spawn step on the first turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. During the spawn step, it is instead placing on the highest adjacent space. Yep, okay. Interesting. All right, so how badly do I want a neural splash here is the question, because I've got that option, and I've also got that option for read request intercept. Okay, I need to get 2 greens, so I cannot place out a green right now with the cards that I have available. I could if I use those. But if I do that, I'm not going to get a thing at all. I definitely want to get, have at least 1 green on at least 2 different spaces in each deck as home server. So green's probably going to be a challenge unless I can flip. But if I do this neural splash, then it's problem solved. Okay, so I think we go neural splash. So I'm going to spend memory steal and data steal to buy this card, and we're going to trash the data steal. Then I'm going to spend these 2 discarding that one to buy read request intercept. And then I'm actually going to play read request intercept to put all 3 of these on the bottom of my deck and draw 3 new ones. See what we get. Oh, it's exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, so if I play these 2 and trash that, I can bring a Deception Spike into play. There isn't any of those on my space. I don't have a move. I don't really want to give up this green. I mean, I could spend both of these for that. This feels a little wasteful, but I'm just going to discard this and go into the next round with this card. So next round. So we spawn, and we're spawning 2 black sparks, and they're going to be spawned on, oh, okay. So instead of rolling, only roll it once. All right, so we're spawning on purple. So on purple 5, so this would go here. Instead, it goes here because that is the highest numbered one. So the next purple spawn is going to be on 3. Uh-oh, 3's here, so it'll go here. There's going to be some guardians on this. There's going to be some guardians this turn. Okay, 1. Oh, this is here, don't I? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I love it when we see these ones. Exotic software. 1, 2, 3, 4 greens. Okay, so I was hoping to use Deception Spike to kill a spark, but right now I think I'm better off buying exotic software with these 2. So I can discard this one out of the game and discard this one to here to buy exotic software. Very good. Now I'm going to spend exotic software and decrypt, discarding decrypt to take this one into hand. That's fine. So now, yeah, I've done probably not the best thing here. But I'm going to spend both of these here, and I'm going to trash the yellow to buy Oni Reboot. And then I'll use its reveal effect to discard cards from there and replenish it. Root access. Oh, goodness me, there's so many good ones. So this needs one of each colour. If I play these 2, I've got 1 blue, 1 red, 1 and 1, and I can discard that to bring this into hand. Okay, now we're cooking. Look at the bottom card of your command deck and place it on the top or bottom. So that's a blue and a wild. So, play any number of cards from the upgrade area. So I've got 4 wilds and a blue. So if I play this as a blue, I might put out a blue program. Be cool to get a blue installation. So that's where we are. Okay, this is already feeling uncomfortable. And the reason I kept that one in hand is so I can wipe this again and see if we can get some more good ones. All right, where are we spawning? What color? So on blue on space 4. Okay, so that is going to spawn here, and the second one is going to spawn on space 5, which is here, so it will go here instead. No guardians yet, but there's a lot of big clumps of sparks. Okay, I'm going to use Oni Reboot to wipe this. Yep. And we'll get Duality. Pied Piper's great. Digital tattoo and execute. Okay, I'll just straight up upgrade into execute. I think data scan into Pied Piper is 50-50, if that's worth doing. Okay, so I need to get the greens happening. So I'm going to play Neural Splash. I'm going to place 2 sparks on my space. Goodness me. Should I move first so that I can spawn a... yeah, I'm going to move first. So I'm going to use data scan to move to here. If I was to bring these 2 with me, I might be able to do that, and then I'm ready for creating a thing there. And then I'm going to play Neural Splash. I'm going to place 2 sparks on my space, which unfortunately is going to discard those and place out a Guardian, but that's okay because we needed to get some sparks off the board. But that allows me to place out 3 greens anywhere on the network. So they need to be on my spaces, so we'll go 1 here, we'll go 1 here, and we'll go 1 here. Cool. That one's silly, so I'll just put that one there. Now, do I take data scan for Pied Piper? I don't hate that. No, I'll just use that to move onto my blue space, and I'll play read request intercept to turn that into a blue installation. Not a green one. That's fine. And then I've got 3 reds left. I'll bring a red into play, I guess, to there. I'm actually thinking about it now. I should really go for a green installation so that I can ghost. All right, that is the end of the first cycle. And the goal is to have at least 1 green on 2 different spaces on each decker's home server, not server tile. So I've successfully hotwired, because as you can see, I've got 2 on blue, and I now get to place a green installation anywhere on the network. That is nice. Yeah, let's go here. Okay, we've got a little pathway there. Oh, actually, if I went here, I can do this, and that way I can walk between my 2 for free, basically. That's fine. Okay, so now we have to move sparks. So blue will move down. So this 4, now how the heck does this work on fragmented servers? Let me check the rulebook. All right, when using fragmented servers, okay, so now in the command phase, okay, the move spark step. Okay, so you actually move it on the server. Interesting. Okay, so the lowest numbered space is 2, and it's going to go to 3. Fine. Now, if a spark would be placed, that's only during the spawn step that you do that other thing. Okay, cool. So now green is going to go down. So the highest green here is 5. It's going to go to 4. They're going to turn into a Guardian. Cool. Yellow is going to go up. So 2 is going to go to 3. Red is going to go, sorry, yellow is going to go down. So it's going to be 5 goes to 4, which is going to create another guardian. All right, we're going to get some reds happening. And red is going to go up, so 2 is going to go to 3. Okay, there's less sparks, but there is 3 guardians on the board, which is what this guy does. He does all guardians and stuff. Okay, so that is the end of thingy 1. I'm going to ditch all 3 of these. I don't mind yeah, okay, I was going to say digital tattoo would be fine. Pied Piper. Okay, I need that. That is excellent. So this one is have at least 3 of each decker's starting type on this card. To acquire a card from the market, you must pull them from the board. Okay, so I've got 3 on there, so we're fine. We just do that as soon as possible to get it done. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go on to the spawn step. So the server we're spawning on is red. We're going to go on space 5, which is here. So that is going to trigger a guardian. Oof. How many are there? Oh my god, there's not that many. And so it's still on red again, and it goes to space 1. So red space 1 is going to go here. One of these 2 will just go here. Alright, I need to take out some guardians. Okay. So I'm going to play Neural Splash to buy this digital tattoo. That cost me a blue. Done. I'm going to play Digital Tattoo to buy Adrenaline Surge. Actually, no, I'm going to do that to buy this one, Sidekick, because that generates you a free wild, and that pulls another blue. And then I'm going to use Focus to buy Adrenaline Surge. We're going to ditch Focus, and that's my 3rd blue. So I've achieved my objective. Now we just need to get on to sorting out some of these Spark Guardian type guys. When you play this card as part of an upload action, you may upload 1 additional spark of the colour into that space. So I could be a crazy guy and upload 2 yellows, move, and then do a modify action to grab a red and start fighting some of these guardians. Alternatively, I can ghost from here. What might be good is setting up another ghosting guy here perhaps, because I've got the 3 greens. If I move the greens here, which I can do with a move action, I could create another one there. And then I've got 2 that I can ghost from, and being on yellow would be good, because you can treat yourself as being anywhere on the network. So right now, if I was to play Deception Spike, I can't do anything with it, but okay, I think I'm going to do that. Let's just do some stuff. I'm going to move with Data Scan. So this lets me teleport for free, and I'll take this guy with me into here. I can also actually take my red with me because I'm a cool guy. That's one of my abilities. One extra program or a spark of any colour. So those are there. That was my 2 moves. So the first one was a free teleport to here, then 1 to there. Then if I play this reroute, that lets me turn these into a green installation. So now I can treat myself as being anywhere on the blue server or as anywhere on the yellow server. So on the yellow server, I'm going to play Deception Spike to turn this into a yellow. And I can do that because I am ghosting. And now I'm going to play this red to execute a spark from a space or adjacent to my space. And I can treat my space as anywhere. So I'm going to treat my space as right here. And I'm going to take one of these away. Ooh, ghosting. So we'll keep this into next turn. Another red, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, this looks like a strong turn. Okay, so if we buy, I need a blue on the server to be able to buy an upgrade. No, that's so annoying. Spawning. On purple too. Oh, goodness me. Okay, that means that there are no more guardians that can be created. Purple 3, fortunately, is here. So I am out of guardians. So if a single one more guardian appears, game over. So we've got to get some reds in there to fight some guardians, I think. There's a guardian on a yellow server. I'm going to read a little bit more about ghosting. I think we need to understand ghosting a little bit better. Guardians, preventing standard. All right. This is a cool game. I got a lot of time for this game. Where's my green server page? Here we go. Okay, shifting, ghosting. You can ghost any type of action. When you can ghost, declare the action. So I cannot summon into another server. Into a space with a guy, even if I ghost. Okay. So, how do we do this? All right, first of all, I'm going to use my reveal. So I've got a green and a wild. So if I was to use this, Adrenaline Surge and Root Access, the green and the wild doesn't help me. I can place out 2 red sparks. I'm going to do that on my space. I'll play Decrypt to move. And I can move 1 space to here and 2 spaces to, I'm actually going to go here. Can teleport for free, and I'll take these guys with me. And now I'm going to have an attack on them. I've got this up my sleeve if I need to, but I'm at +2 at the moment to the roll. So we actually do need to use that because we're tied. So we use that, we remove this guardian. I will hold my greens in reserve. When I say my greens, I say I've got a bypass, so I'll hold that. We've achieved this objective, so that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I really want to trash that for digital tattoo, but to do that, I need to have some blues on the network. Okay. Spawning. We probably need to get over here now and sort this out. What colour tile is spawning on my server tile? I'm on green. Okay, so we're going to green 2. Look at this bullshittery. And green 1. Okay, that's good. So that one does go there. Oh man, I'm so nervous. This is so bad. So the only way I can buy an upgrade, I need to place out a blue on the board. That'll only let me buy one upgrade. But this Livewire Voodoo is actually really good. The question is it good enough for me to... Yeah, okay. So let's play Hollow Gate to put out a blue blue program on the server. Then let's buy using these two, and I'm going to trash Memory Steel to buy this. I really want to trash this. I'm going to wipe these. Just have to wait till next time. Oh, microbionics, man. I want to do it. Console Cowboy. Okay, this is where we start to turn the tide. Next turn, I'm buying all these. I'm not wiping any. I might wipe this one. But what we need to do, so I had to pay that to do that. That's fine. So now I'm going to pay these two blues to move. We're going to go ham on another guardian, I think. So yeah, we'll move 1, 2 to here, and then we'll take these guys, and we can teleport anywhere onto the network now. This one is the one that's most worrying to me, actually. So we'll go here. We'll play both of these. And that's good enough to smash another guardian. And I've got 1 green left over. All right, yeah, that was tricky. So, knowledge is the price of freedom. Done. Place all of these freely distributed on this card anywhere on the network. Okay, so we'll obviously put 1 in my space. We'll go here and here and here. That's good. Okay, now blues, and none of my guys are getting attacked. Okay, so blue, this is space 3. This is space 4 moving to space 3. Green is going up. So 1 is going to 2, and that is indeed turning into a guardian. Wow. This guy is pressuring us. Red, 3 is going up. Yeah, we need to, I'm glad we're in this space. Purple is going down. Okay, so this goes here and triggers an explosion. And this is not during the spawn step, so that happens exactly like that. All of them spawn. Whoa! Okay. Silver gold. Spaces 2 and 3 on each decker's home server must contain exactly 1 spark or 1 guardian. So this is space 3. So I need to protect that space by using some pushes. and space 2, yeah, I'll need to, actually as heady, I can just take them with me. Oh, that's pretty cool actually. Yeah, that's great. I just need one movement to sort that out. Oof. Okay. All right, so in this cycle, which is silver, we're spawning 2 blacks again. If I can get all 3 of these, we're fine. Yes, we're gonna do it. That gets me that one. Then I can spend that, and I don't really want to lose any of these actually. I don't need to get it straight away. Okay, let's do spawning. So we just don't want to spawn on blue 3. Purple 5. Purple 5 is good, however, it goes to here instead. The next one spawning on purple, don't be 2. Ooh, on 3. Thank goodness. This is hectic. Okay. I need to do something about this situation. I think I need to take this out. Now's probably a good turn to do it. Relocate your avatar plus any number of programs from your space directly to any other space on the network. So if I do that, that's probably fine. All right, I'm going to play root access, and I'm going to look at the bottom card on the deck. A blue and a wild. Okay. I'm going to pay this and this to buy Copycat. Yep. Catalyst goes back into there because that's an upgrade card. Yeah, I'm going to use Hollow Gate to teleport to here. And I'll bring those 3 with me, and then I'm going to play this as an attack, and I don't really want to play Sidekick as an attack, but I think I might have to. Because I'm only +1. All right. Good decision from the big dog. So both of those are gone. And Copycat, I can actually copy the execute effect here of Copycat. Good. All right. Heady Magnetics on a rampage. Did I want to bring that guy with me? No. No. So we'll keep this into next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, perfect. I play these 2 and that to take Console Cowboy into hand. We're on. Actually, it's probably those 2 that, so I've still got to move. Okay. Whew. Come on, Dino. Fire up, son. I think we're a good chance now. Spawning. As long as I don't spawn on one that's... Oh, it's red. Red 2. Okay. Red 2 is here, so it actually goes there. This one's on red as well. Don't be 5. Oh, 3. Okay, that's perfect. I'm so nervous. Okay, so my last turn has to be to move these guys to here, but now I can actually just push that guy onto there, should I need to. And actually, if I'm here, I can ghost there to push off there. It might be worth pushing that onto there to create a guardian. Interesting. Okay, we play these cards, 1, 2, 3, and that is 2 wilds plus 3 of any colour creates a wild to buy Console Cowboy, and I'll trash this single green for that. Okay, Console Cowboy allows me to execute a guardian from my space. So if I am on my yellow server here, I can execute that guy with console cowboy. That seems pretty good. However, I can't get there without using copycat. And I would like to use copycat to look at this. This could be an option too. If I was to take Microbionics into hand by playing console cowboy, data scan, adrenaline surge, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, ditching data scan. That lets me move any guys on my server. Okay, that might be a next turn jobbo. Yeah. Okay, let's do it this way. It's inefficient, but we'll do it. I'm going to data scan to move 1, 2 to here. I'll bring me little reds with me. I might as well bring... No, I'll just bring me reds. Yeah, I'll bring him actually as well. You can get stuffed. Then I will play console cowboy as an execute effect from my copycat to remove that guardian. That doesn't spend either card. Then I will play console cowboy to move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll bring my reds with me, do I? And because I'm now on a gateway, I can keep moving. So I will, or a pathway rather. So I'll move to here. And now that I'm on the blue server, I can play Adrenaline Surge to push any sparks on blue. So I'm going to push this guy to here, and I'm going to turn that into a guardian. It's a risk. And then the only other green one that I'm going to push is this guy to blue one, I should say. Yeah, I might. No, that's fine. That's fine. And I'll once again keep copycat in hand for the final turn. So, okay. So all we need to see now... Oh yes, I'm getting that Microbionics, you better believe it. Oh, love this game, okay. Oh, damn, I forgot Jacob's Ladder. During each end of turn step on all servers apart from the active decker's current server, move 1 numerically downwards. Okay, so let's do this for the last couple of turns. I don't think it'll matter too much, maybe. So it's on the server. So this guy, he goes here, he goes here, but he skips that one, he goes here. Because there's not that many. So he's actually going to go here, that's fine. No, he doesn't move anywhere because we're on blue. I'm not sure. We'll just assume that I was going to be able to manage that. Maybe. Okay, final spawn, and I'll remember to do Jacob's Ladder now. Green 1, that's going right there. And green 1 again. Oof. Guardians causing all sorts of trouble. So I'll play these two, and I'll discard reroute to take Microbionics into hand. I'll then trigger only reboot to discard all of these, which is a reveal effect, and we'll see what we've got. Emit EMP is nice. Do I want to buy Emit EMP and trash this decrypt? Maybe. I could use this and this to buy that. I do like that because that helps me control these little idiots. Okay, I'm gonna play this and this to buy this. Alright, I'm going to play exotic software as a move. And I can basically move anywhere I want, but I want to move to here. Take these reds with me. And I'll play Emit EMP as an attack. We succeed. We kill this guy and we kill these guys adjacent to the current space. And now I just need to complete my Jacob's ladder. So I'm going to move using copycat to red here. I'll actually go here, so I'm closer to my... No, here's actually closer. And then I'll play, g'day Paul, then I'll play Microbionics to relocate all red server sparks to a different one. I need to be on blue. Because you do them in order. Move them one by one space numerically downwards. Yeah, I need to have done that slightly differently. So yeah, instead of doing it that way, I actually need to move. So this guy's back, this guy's back here, I think. I moved him to there. And this guy was here. So yeah, so I'm in this space with my 3 reds, and I'm actually going to move 1, 2, 3 to there, and I can carry this spark with me because of Heady Magnetic's special ability. And that then stops the blue server from moving from Jacob's ladder. Okay, so end of turn. Oh, I don't want my reds there because they'll fight him. Don't fight him. Leave him alone. He's our friend. He's our friend, Spark. Okay, so end of turn step. Yellow is going to move down to 2, so he's going to kill that yellow spark. Blue's not going to move. Red's going to go to 1. 5's going to go to 4. That's going to trigger an explosion, but fortunately it's on the outside, so that's fine. So we've successfully completed Jacob's ladder. Place X is the number of deckers plus 1. Okay, so I place out 2 sparks on spaces number 1 anywhere on the network. Well, that one. And probably this one. I should be able to execute that one. Okay, I'm going to trash all of those cards. We should be okay here. We should be okay. So what we've got to look into now is this situation here, mirror map. have an identical configuration of sparks and programs across the spaces of 2 servers, with at least one blue, green, yellow, and red present on each of those servers. So right now, we've got the blues both on space 1, no problems. So yellow and blue is going to be our server. The advantage of yellow and blue is I've got green installation, so I can ghost to any location on those servers. This is probably a problem because we need to clear those. That one's empty. So maybe I'm going to take my reds. I'll drop one. This is a tricky one. Psionic Scatter's good for this particular situation. Alright, well, we're playing it on hard mode, so we've got to expect it to be hard. Mirror map definitely proving a challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Deception Spike is very good to get a free yellow out on the board. Relocate any number of sparks on your current server to any spaces on the network. So my current server is blue, so I could take these two and this guy and move them away. Okay, so we're into gold, which means we're spawning white sparks on purple server space 1. So that is going to go there. Second one, we're spawning. Oh, sorry, it stays on purple and it goes to space 3. That's pretty lucky for us. White sparks are the worst. Okay, where's green space 2? Sorry, where's yellow space 2? Yellow space 2 is down here. I can ghost there. Okay, I'm going to use exotic software as a movement. And I'm going to move 1 to pick up my reds, 2, I'll take him with me, 3 to be on this yellow here with my 3 reds. Now I can take sparks with me because I'm heady, and that's fine. So now I'm going to play execute, and I'm just going to remove this spark, and I can treat that as being my space because I am on a green installation on the yellow server, so I can ghost to there. That's nice so far. Alright, I need to clear this blue situation. I'll play Deception Spike to place a yellow here. Okay, so now this is space 1. So on space 1, I need a blue, a yellow, and I need some reds there. I'm going to move using data scan. I'm going to leave 1 red there, and I'm going to move all the way to here against these 2 reds. Now, I may be better off just playing Microbionics for its execute effect to move those, because if a Guardian appears in that space right now, I could just move back, of course, but it would kill both my red sparks. However, if I can hold for 1 more turn, Microbionics will be far more effective because potentially more sparks will appear in blue spaces. All I can't afford really is for, yeah, well, a spark appearing here isn't going to go there because it's going to jump to that because of Vikings rules. But here is a problem. So the other option is I just attack right now and clear those 2 guys. And that will be at +3. It's the safer play. but I'm going to hold on to it because I want to hopefully get that execute effect a second time. This is a risk. This is a risk. This is the calculated risks you have to take when you play Deckers. What server? Don't be blue and don't be my server. Yellow. Okay, yellow's not good either. We're putting it on 4. All right. And just don't be on space 1. 6. Okay, so that one actually does spawn there. This one spawns there. Okay, great. Great turn of events. What it does mean though is unless I can execute this guy, we need a yellow spark on, we need a white spark on space 6. So I could push 1 to there. Whew. Okay, 5 cards. Do we get the execute effect from Copycat? We do. We do. Okay, so now that we've got emit EMP, it opens up a lot of options for us, I think. Okay. Think Deno. Think from 1 space adjacent to the infected space. Adrenaline Surge would let me upload. Okay, so yellow and blue are the 2 servers that I'm looking at for Mirror Map. Mirror Map have an identical configuration of sparks and programs across the spaces of 2 servers with 1 of each colour present on each of those servers. X is the number of Deckers plus 1. My home server must be among those servers, so that is fine. Okay, so space 1, we've got 1, 2, 3. I just need a yellow and a red. The red I can carry over there, so that'll be fine. Okay. So let's move. Let's move with red request intercept, and we're going to move 1 space to here with my 2 reds. And I'm then going to play emit EMP to fight that single spark. We execute that single spark, and because of emit EMP, I can remove those guys. Promising. Okay, now let's look down here. So now that I'm on purple, I could play my execute action to move them on the server using Copycat, but let's use that free reboot, DNI reboot, to see if we get anything here. Oh, Magnetic Pulse is so great. Oh, do I buy Magnetic Pulse and trash Adrenaline Surge just to get 2 more of these? Because that could then bring my blue directly to my space. That would be interesting. Oh, speaking of, I have a blue on 5. So I either need to match that with a yellow on 5, which is here, or get rid of this blue. Okay. Oh, so many choices. I think I will buy this Magnetic Pulse, and I'm going to replace it Adrenaline Surge. Just gives me a little bit more flexibility. That's going to let me relocate. But no, now I'm going to play that for a move. 1, 2 to here. To here, 1, 2 to here, yep. So that's, I'm on blues now, and so I'm going to play using my Copycat, this execute effect, to move these 2 blue sparks And I've got 2 guardians in the hole, so maybe we'll go here, these 2, and that will turn them into a guardian, and that just eliminates them from being a problem. Oof. This is nerve-wracking. Okay, so that was because I was that was a free one. So now where I am, I can ghost onto any blue server. So I'm going to play Microbionics as a push, and I'm going to push this guy off to there. Any other blue stuff I need to push on a blue server? Not really. Okay, so that's fine. So I do need to create, oh, and I needed to bring this guy with me. I'll bring both, I'll leave him there. Okay, so to succeed now, I need to create a green on 2 servers. You know what? No, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. My last hand, and this is going to be so console cowboy. Yes. All right, let's see what the dice provide. Purple server, good news, space 6. So that's going to go here, but it's actually going to go there. And now, as long as we don't roll a 3, he says confidently. It's a 4. Come on. Okay, he goes there. That's fine. He kills one of my blue programs. I don't care about you. You are a chump. All right, let's look at the board. So I've got a yellow. Perfect. I need 1 more yellow. I need 2 greens here, and then everything else is the same. Because it's not about, it's only programs, and it's sparks and programs. So this doesn't bother me. These don't bother me. Okay, how do we do that? How do we do that? So we want to play Adrenaline Surge back into hand. And that's fine. So now I'm going to play Hollow Gate and Adrenaline Surge to create 2 greens. And we'll do that on the same space I'm on, which is fine. I don't need to be on my server. Where's she going to spawn? Space 6 of my current server. Okay, that's great. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Come on, Dano. Okay, and now if I ghost up to there, so I just need to move once and then create a yellow. So let's just create the yellow using root access on that space. Then I'm going to move once using copycat. And here's how I'll do it. I'll move to here, which is free, taking the green. And so let's just check space 1, tick space 2, yellow space 2, tick space 3, yellow, blue, tick space 4, tick space 5, yellow 5. Oh, is that a problem? We'll find out in a second. And space 6 on the yellow. That one's a problem. Or is it? It's not. I don't think. Here's why. Oh, Dano, you're so good. So we're here on a blue pathway. We're playing this as a move. So we move to here, that's a free move. We bring the green to there. We move to here, that's not a free move, that's 1 of my 3. 2, 3, and that's a free move because of my blue installation that I teleport on. And then I play Console Cowboy to clear both of those. Deno, the gold, the gold. We're on yellow, doesn't matter. I could play this to flip that. It's all good, baby. Okay, so good. All right, mirror map completed. X is the number of deckers, done. Flip it. Congratulations, you have won. Except we haven't because we have to beat Shell Shock. All right, so place the Mother's Ghost token on space 6 of the yellow server. Here is space 6 of the yellow server. Mother's Ghost. This token acts like a white guardian, but can only be removed by the Shell Shock action. If there are programs of the same colour in each space adjacent to the Mother's Ghost, the active decker may perform the Shell Shock action from any space on the network. This is the only way to do that. Okay, so we need to surround her with programs of the same colour, and then we just need to pay a lot of resources to get her gone. But maybe we can do that. Let's find out. All right, so I want to clear those. This is great. This is such a good game. Okay, red, reset spark. Sidekick is good. Oh, man. Okay, magnetic pulse is actually so useful because it can teleport me where I need to be. That's nice too. So I think we're going to go for reds. Yeah, maybe yellows. So this is spawning for the last time, both on the same server, on green server, space 1. No! Fortunately, it only spawns 2 explosions. Actually, it only goes on odd spaces, so it spawns 0. That's great. And on space 4, which is here, so that will default to here. That's a problem. I need to execute those with my microbionics, I think. All right, so if I magnetic pulse, I don't need to do this, but I could magnetic pulse my blue installation to my space so I can teleport where I need to be. It's not a terrible plan. I should have done the SMC attack phase where these 2 blue little guys get killed. No. It's interesting. So I could relocate all of those purple guys to a different server, and that might be nice. Because I do need to put programs here. But there's other ways to do that. Yeah, I'm actually going to play Magnetic Pulse. I'm going to bring this to here. That allows me to do a teleport to here. And I'm going to play this Deception Spike after playing this Sidekick to remove that one and turn that one into a yellow. Okay. So yellows might be my easiest option now. I'll then move 1 space to here and I'll play Microbionics to put down a yellow. So I've got 1, so I just need 2 more and I'll be able to move around there. All right, I need to do it in 2 turns though. Ugh. Come on, Deno, fire up, mate, you can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's actually useful to have that. Got those 3. Emit EMP. All right, hopefully the second last spawn roll. Yellow 5. Okay, so that comes in here. That's great. Don't be yellow 6, yellow 4. Yellow 4's there, which turns that into a white guardian, and that is my last available guardian. Okay. So, data scan will let me move one space here. That's a free space. That one to there. I might play emit EMP to move one space, and then I'll play exotic software to put out a yellow here. Before I do that, I'm actually going to trash both of these, put them on the bottom, and hope that I've got my green one that lets me add another thing in these two cards. No, I don't. That's okay. I'll play root access and place out my last yellow. So we're going to have this in the bag if we don't spawn on one of these spaces. A guardian spawning will not hurt us. Sorry, a spawning on a guardian won't hurt us. Maybe. Let's find out. Let's just roll the dice, Deno. On my server, it's going on red 4. Where's red 4? Over here. Okay, so that goes here, and that goes here. So now, as long as we don't roll red, I don't know. If we roll red 4 again, we lose because that spawns again. Come on, Deno. Is it enough? It's here. Oh, that's awful. Okay, so that guy's killed one of my yellow programs. You idiot. Why did you do that? Why did you do that? That's okay. I think we're still fine because I put this one in the back pocket, which is nice. Okay. So here's what I think happens. Let's do it. I play this to flip all sparks on my server, and that turns that into a black, which frees my program. I then move one space to here using read request intercept, and we have now got one yellow around each of the mother's ghosts. So now place the mother's ghost token. If there are programs of the same color on each space adjacent to the mother's ghost, you may perform the shell shock action from any space on the network by playing 2 of each color. There's 4, 6, 8. Shell shock removes the mother's ghost. We add my card, my token to that server, and we automatically win. Yes! Yes! So good! I love deckers! Ah, that was cool. Yeah, I mixed up Jacob's Ladder, the mission, but aside from that, we got it all right, I think. It's a cool game, man. It is such a cool game. I really, really dig it. If I could make one criticism of the game, it is how good the purple cards are from the market. And I just want to cycle through until I can get some of those purple cards. Like getting Copycat just opens up your whole game. You can do pretty much anything you want with Copycat. You get one of those early, it feels hard to lose because you're just tapping executabilities over and over. Deception Spike's good. There's some really good ones in there though. Console Cowboy's crazy. Hollowgate. I love Emit EMP too. Oh, yeah, Gerard, do it, mate. It's excellent. It's really good. The thing, there's a lot of things I like about it, but there's no fluff. It's just problem solving. It's just, can you work out how to deal with this problem? You know, you've got a lot of tools at your disposal, and the more you understand the game, the more those tools become apparent too. But yeah, how can you? And it's so cool. Like you've got this problem. Okay, here is this problem. And that problem looks completely different depending on which character you're playing, how the board's set up, You know, it just feels like a completely different game. And then, yeah, each of these missions combines with other ones. You know, sometimes you might get a really challenging one where it's completely different missions, and then other times you get Hotwire, which is like have at least one green on 2 different spaces, and then you lead into have a green installation, you know, and it's just, the variability is enormous, which is fun. Now that I've played it a little bit, I think I would never play without an upgraded SMC, personally, for me. The upgraded SMCs add a really nice end game feeling to the game. Sometimes it feels a little bit, you know, you get to the last mission and you're like, oh, okay, I'm probably going to win this. Not anticlimactic, but it doesn't feel too difficult to get to that end game. But putting these into the equation, because you basically need to build up for this a few cycles earlier to be a real chance. And if you're not thinking about that, then, you know, having only 3 rounds of 5 cards to try and eliminate one of these, and one of these is crazy. Tsunami is just ridiculous. Yeah, it's quite difficult. The Tsunami is one of the hardest ones to contend with. Yeah, it's great. It's a really good game. I am going to struggle for this not to be in my top 3 for the year. At this point in time, it's probably number 1. I mean, this year I really got into Speakeasy and Sweetlands. Speakeasy is also very high, but this feels a little more accessible than Speakeasy. Like, I can just pick this up and play pretty much straight away. Speakeasy feels like a bit of a mission to set it up and learn the rules and all that sort of gear. But Men Nefer will probably be on the list. What else? White Castle was exceptional. That was a really nice one. Yeah, at the moment, my top games of the year so far are Inventions, Speakeasy, and Deckers. That would easily be my top games of the year. Oathsworn, great game. Didn't play it for the first time this year. Will probably make my list of top 10 games because I played through the whole campaign. We are, of course, only in March, so it's wild to be talking about that. But yeah, that's how strongly I feel about this game. I think it's just lovely. It's a really nice combination. And I love how small a box it fits in too. It's just a very nice package. Yeah, if you haven't seen in the box, look, this is what you get in the box. So this is the container this comes in for your sparks, and this is what you get from the manufacturer. You don't have to do anything. Bang, there you go. Game ready, set up. Let's play. This one, same deal. This is for your installations and your guardians. Cool, man. Set up, ready to go. And then each of the deckers has their own individual deck box. So you just put all the blue cards in the blue decker. Job done. It's a great production. I really, yeah, fantastic. Fantastic. All right, so the rest of this week is going to be a little light on games being streamed by me. I am awaiting on some big games arriving, as I spoke about at the start. And yeah, getting right into my painting at the moment, so just doing a fair bit of painting. So my next stream, I think, will be on Thursday night, playing. We'll see. I might play Voidfall. I have played Voidfall, so I don't need to worry about learning the rules, but it's a bear to set up, so it'll depend on how I feel about that. But I don't know if Paul, are you still there? If you are, have you ever played Halls of Hegra? I don't know that I've ever seen it on your channel, but yeah, I got it today. Halls of Hegra. It's a war game, and it looks kind of like a sort of a frostpunky vibe of, you know, very bad weather conditions and low morale, and just the few survivors left trying to hold on. Seems really interesting, but I've never played it. I was just wondering if Paul had done a video on how to play it. That'll save me some hassle trying to track one down. I'll just go watch his. Such a good game. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that win. The fragmented servers are excellent fun. They're really cool. They're definitely a different challenge in a positive way. Putting all of those things all over the network, you really need to be ghosting a lot more. I was a bit hesitant playing the fragmented servers. I thought it was going to be more complex than it was, but yeah, after reading the rules, it was actually very simple and very nice. I'm just packing this up so you can see. So look at that, 2 little slides there. This one's for my upgrade deck. That one's in there. This one is for all of the ancillary cards, including packet tokens and server tiles. Packet tokens is another thing you can do as well. This is for the objectives. And then look at that. What a little box. A little box of goodies. Fits in perfectly, no lid lift. Everything has its place. You can pick that up and start playing in a matter of minutes, as indeed I did today. So, well done. Halls of Hegra next. Maybe we'll try for that. Let's see if we can learn how to play that before Thursday. All right. Have a fantastic week. Happy Monday. I'll catch you all again soon. Thanks for stopping by, Gerard, Paul.